Testosterone. One of your body's most valuable sources of drive, energy, and focus. I've tested my testosterone levels multiple times and I'm at 1,126 nanograms per deciliter. This puts me in the top 2% of male testosterone levels. And I've also coached hundreds of entrepreneurs to help them unlock peak performance and become super productive by maximizing their testosterone levels using this little known strategy. And the greatest part is that this strategy works without you having to follow weird diets, spending thousands of expensive treatments, or take hundreds of pills every day. This strategy is called testosterone stacking and it's made up of 5 key habits. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you how to maximize your testosterone levels by using this strategy so you can unlock a competitive advantage and make you feel like you're playing business on easy mode. I've studied hundreds of supplements, analyzed hundreds of medical tests, and have literally spent the last 11 years of my life trying to crack the code to how I can improve my testosterone levels naturally. And across every book, every podcast, and every protocol, there is this one thing that stands out the most, and it's the most effective of all. The reason it's the most effective out of everything you'll try is because if done properly, it signals your brain to literally produce more testosterone. It's called the sleep optimization zone. There's your regular sleep, where you just aim to sleep for 8 hours every night and pray for the best. And there's the sleep optimization zone, which is the kind of sleep you need to get in order to allow your body to produce the maximum amount of testosterone while you're sleeping. You see, there's this one important thing you have in your brain that tells your body to produce either more testosterone or to produce less testosterone. And chances are you've probably heard about it before, but you probably don't know how to rewire it for maximum testosterone production. It's called the circadian clock, and the job of the circadian clock is the exact same of the maestro in an orchestra. The maestro ensures that every musician plays in sync with the right tone, note, and rhythm with an insane amount of precision. In the same way, you want to think about the circadian clock as a maestro that coordinates every single function that happens inside of your body at any part of the day. It controls how motivated and energized you feel in the morning and how good you sleep at night. To get into the sleep optimization zone, you need to rewire your circadian clock to tell your body to produce maximum testosterone at the right parts of your sleep at night. And this brings us to the first out of the 5 habits to follow in order to maximize your testosterone, which is sleeping and waking up at the same times for 80 to 90% of the time. This is the most important rule to rewire your clock so that you can produce enough testosterone at night. It's one of the habits that has been ingrained in our human brains throughout all the stages of human evolution, and since then it was so important it literally determined if you survived or not, how strong you were, and how fertile you were. Going to bed and waking up at the same times will allow your brain to coordinate the production of 2 key hormones, cortisol and melatonin, that will control your sleep and wake cycle and subsequently how much testosterone your body produces when you sleep. But there is another powerful habit that I've used to get my testosterone levels to over 1,000 consistently. And if you study the routines of top executives and elite athletes, you'll discover that they all have this one habit in place as well, which allows them to tap into what's called the sleep optimization zone in order to get the most out of their brains and bodies the next day and feel superhuman. And this habit is so powerful that it puts you in the most ideal mental state for peak recovery and peak testosterone production. It's called caveman lighting. And to implement this habit, all you need to do is 2 to 3 hours before your established bedtime, remove all overhead bright lights, replace them with lamps or lights so you can put somewhere below your eye level, and use bulbs that can dim down and also turn orange or red. The reason this habit is so powerful is because of how your eyes are wired to communicate with your brain based on what type of lights you have in front of you. You have certain cells in your eyes that are responsible for detecting bright overhead light and waking you up by blocking the sleep hormone melatonin from being produced. But when there is no bright overhead light, and instead when there is only below eye level dim firelight colors, your brain is in the most optimal state to start producing the sleep hormone melatonin in order to get you primed for high quality sleep. Think of this like a factory setting that we have ingrained in our brains that was designed to keep us awake when the sun was out and to make us feel sleepy at night and recover properly in order to feel rested the next day. Now that you've got the first 2 habits locked in, you're going to be able to tap into the sleep optimization zone in order to trigger your brain to increase testosterone production when you sleep at night so that you can wake up full of drive, focus, and clarity the next day. But you can't reach top 2% testosterone levels just by implementing the sleep optimization zone. In the exact same way as you probably can't build $1 billion business just by becoming better at sales, because there's also marketing, product, and leadership. But besides sleep, there's this one other habit that has been shown in hundreds and hundreds of studies to have very big increases in testosterone production. And I could argue that this is one of the habits that has helped me reach the 100,000 plus range the most. It's called strength training. You see, when you lift heavy weights, your brain signals your testicles to produce more testosterone. There's literally a 20 to 40% increase in your testosterone levels right after when you finish a strength training session. But the key is to do it properly, because while strength training can be extremely beneficial, done wrong, it can actually lower your testosterone. And what studies have shown is that anywhere from 2 to 4 days a week of strength training, depending on your level, is everything you need to squeeze out most of the benefits that strength training can give for your testosterone. But what most people get wrong here is that to get high testosterone, you need to only lift weights and get jacked. And this is terribly wrong. While getting stronger and bigger with strength training will increase your testosterone levels by 20 to 40%, if your body cannot absorb that extra testosterone properly, you're increasing your testosterone production, but you're not feeling any different. This is because testosterone travels through your bloodstream in order to get to the final destination where all the benefits occur, aka the androgen receptors. Small parking spots that the molecule testosterone parks into in order to allow your body to use testosterone for the benefits of focus, drive, mental performance, and muscle. Most people skip cardio and just focus on getting jacked and strong, but overlook the muscle that sends the testosterone from the bloodstream to the androgen receptors. And there's one other habit that trains that one muscle to ensure that your body is using all of that extra testosterone the right way. The muscle I'm talking about is the main muscle that keeps you alive each second of the day, your heart. And that fourth habit to maximize your testosterone naturally is called Zone 2 cardio. Ever since I've started doing 3 hours of Zone 2 cardio a week, my testosterone levels are in the thousands every time. You see, the healthier and stronger your heart is, the most efficient every heartbeat will be, which means that with each heartbeat, you're able to send testosterone to the androgen receptors more efficiently and with less energy, which ultimately means that even if your testosterone levels stay the same, you are utilizing more testosterone and you feel more energized, focused, and driven. But again, there's one last habit that if you don't do, makes everything else you saw in this video pointless. And it also happens to be one of the most controversial habits that will drive your doctor crazy. The conventional advice is to avoid doing this, but if you look closely, you'll realize that some of the world's highest performers do that habit daily. And it's what allows them to have insane levels of testosterone naturally so that they can outperform the average person without having to take super expensive medication or steroids. It's the habit of eating enough cholesterol from your diet. You want to think of sleep and exercise like the tools you use to build a house. Sleep is the hammer and exercise is a shovel. Cholesterol is the building blocks of the house, the cement and the bricks. And even with the most optimal sleep and the most optimal exercise in the world, without enough cholesterol in your body, your testosterone levels will just be low. It's because testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol. That doesn't mean that you can freely go and chug gallons of butter and McDonald's every day, but that means that you should aim to have specific levels of cholesterol in your body to produce testosterone at your body's maximum limit. But if you do it wrong, it can be dangerous for your health and can also potentially send you to the hospital. There are specific health tests you need to do in order to see how much cholesterol you should eat to maximize your testosterone levels. And that's exactly why there's a protocol I've used with hundreds of online entrepreneurs to help them maximize their mental performance by optimizing every aspect of their health based on their health data. Because achieving peak performance is the exact same thing as scaling your business. You can't truly do it without data. So check out this video right now on the screen where I show you what this protocol is and how you can use it too so that you can maximize your focus, productivity, and mental performance.